The 1981 Canadian film Ticket to Heaven is quite possibly one of the best depictions I've ever seen about how a seemingly reasonable person can be brainwashed into joining a religious cult. Fresh off of a really bad breakup, he's not taking super well. David decides he should get out of town for a little bit and goes to California to visit a friend who introduces him to a lot of his friends. Really, really excitable friends. They're all incredibly friendly and all really, really want to get to know David. This is some of the most obnoxious parts of the film, to the point where, I kind of almost wanted to fast forward. But I think that's showing that it's doing a good job, because these people just never stop talking. They're constantly love-bombing David or keeping physical contact with him. They're singing these repetitive, obnoxious songs or playing these stupid games. It's like you're trapped with a camp counselor or the host of a public access kids show, and it's kind of grating, but you get why this would eventually sort of drain you after a while. You also notice they're not feeding him very well, that they're not really letting him sleep, they're waking him up at all hours, that even if he wants to just go for a walk, they will not let him be by himself for even a moment. He struggles against all this, but eventually begins to succumb to become one of the collective, and at that point, you're just watching this man slowly disappear inside of himself. You're watching him become a shadow, and the saddest parts are when you see his friends and family realize exactly what's going on here. At that point, his friends know they have to take action, that they have to risk possibly going to jail for kidnapping if it means getting David away from these people and hopefully getting him help. I had never heard of this film before. Anyone who follows this channel knows that I really like movies about cults, so I just happened to run across it, but I can't recommend it enough if this is a subject that you find interesting. It really shows how groups like this can prey upon people who are just trying to find connections and meanings in their own lives.